Hi everybody, my name is Chase Fuller. I'm here to speak with you guys about why I personally think that Longwood Seminar should come back to the Longwood curriculum. I could sit here and bore you with plenty of statistics and facts. I'm only gonna try to bore you with a couple. I'm more so going to personalize the story as much as I can and explain why it means so much to me. This is a topic that I think should be spoken about more. It's something that can really help and assist first-year freshman students and first-year transfer students. I think that Longwood Seminar as a whole was a perfect program for incoming students. But before I get too deep into it, for those who don't know or didn't have the opportunity to take the course like I did, Longwood Seminar was a class that was basically structured toward giving incoming freshmen or transfer students a little bit of guidance and help in their first year. You had a mentor in your class, you had a professor, and then you were surrounded with people that were in your major. So if you were a comm major, then you have fellow students in the class that were comm majors as well, and your mentor was a communications major, and your professor was a professor in the communications department. So it helped you immediately get I guess a close-knit circle with people that you knew and people that would be around you for a while having the same major and common interest, which I thought was really important for myself and helped me meet new people and take the next step in my college career. But the reason for me, obviously I was lucky enough to take the course, but the course ended 2 years ago. And 2 years ago was the perfect time and was not the perfect time for the course to go away. My sister started her freshman year 2 years ago. And throughout my time at Longwood, I always talked the school up. I talked about how amazing it was, how I enjoyed it. And I think I gave my sister that image or that idea as well, that, she can have the same opportunities at Longwood and she can enjoy it. When she started was the first year they decided not to have LSEM, which I think affected her a lot. And she came in and she didn't feel like she had that guidance outside of our family. She felt like she was alone, and she, even outside of her friends, she didn't feel like people really were there to help her in her struggles. And she didn't really know, as much as I myself tried to help her, she didn't feel like she had that guidance or mentorship that I felt in my own Longwood Seminar class. So that was painful and upsetting for myself, because being her older brother and someone who really convinced her to come to the university and pick that over the other schools that she could have gone to, I felt like for me I had let her down, even though I knew that it was more of a personal issue for her. But it's something that I really convinced her of, and I felt bad for that. I convinced her to come here and things weren't the same for her. But I think Longwood Seminar not being there when she was a freshman, I think definitely took a toll, or could have helped her if it was there. Sorry. I think she really could have benefited from the guidance that was there and the mentorship from the mentor she had, and also even the classmates that shared her physical therapy major at the time. I think that could have been really great for her to immediately branch out and have a connection with so many people at just the beginning of her freshman year. So that's why this is so important to me, because I tried to include my sister and have her be a part of what Longwood University is. And even though forgetting at the time that my start of my career was different than hers, having LSEM. And obviously not knowing that she wouldn't have LSEM, because that's what helped me so much my freshman year. But for her to show up and not have it, I think really hindered her a lot. I don't think it helped her at all. I think she would have benefited from having LSEM exponentially. I think it would have changed everything, and I think she would still be there today at Longwood. So that's why this topic is so important to me. It's because it's affected me, my own sister, and then my family, because she had high expectations and we were all very excited for her, and she in her own way feel like she let people down. And I tried to explain that in her own way she made the right decision, coming home, unenrolling after her fall semester, and then enrolling in EMT school here at home, and which she's now completed and she enjoys a lot. But I tried to tell her that, in my personal opinion, I feel that the university had let her down, unwillingly or unknowingly, because whether it was for money cuts, faculty issues, or anything, they decided to cut Longwood Seminar. And I think that she really could have benefited from that. And I think it's something that every freshman student should have to go through, because it opens up so many doors for each new young adult in a life that they know nothing about. They don't. Most incoming freshmen don't know what life is like to live on their own and not have the support from your parents or your siblings or anything like that. And I think that Longwood Seminar shows you what it's like to do that, but also gives you the little bit of guidance that you need. Not too much, not too little, but there's always that helping hand that's there, reaching out saying, if you need this, I'm here for you. And to not have that for freshmen coming in as young adults who just finished being on top of the world as high school seniors, I think it's something that is really sad that as a university we decided to cut that. And I think it has affected our most recent freshman classes, as well as affecting my sisters. So that's why I decided to speak about this topic, because it affected my own family. So it's something that obviously is important to me. I was very fortunate enough to have taken the class, but my sister was not. And I don't want there to be any more situations like that moving forward, where this group of people was able to enjoy Longwood because of this thing, but the second group wasn't, because they weren't able to complete or do similar things as the first group. And I think that's definitely what's happening. And I think my grade year and the ones before me that were able to have it definitely have higher success rates, and their student involvement rates are significantly higher. And I think if Longwood wants to get back to a student-driven and student wellness-based university instead of a self-image university, I think this is a change that they should make, and they definitely need to make moving forward for the betterment of their students. So that's my spiel on that, guys. I appreciate you guys listening, and thank you.